Hello, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Pointer here. I thought I would go through how to do the phonics reading comprehension page with you all. So, the first thing is always the same. What do we do, guys? Yeah, we pick up our pencil and write our name. So, I'm going to write Ms. Pointer at the top of my paper. Then we read the directions. And if you need a grown-up to help you read these directions, that's fine. But the directions are right here, and it says read the passage and answer the questions. So we're going to do just that. We are going to read this passage, and then we're going to answer some of these questions down here. So Mrs. Pointer is going to get out her magic wand. Let's see, where did I put my magic wand? Found it. We're going to I have a magic wand. If you want to use your pointer finger, you can. If you want to use a pencil, you can use that to point. Anything you can find, but we always like to try and point to the words that we're reading. So our word family this week was an, the an word family. So let's go read the words. An has a tan van. Dan's van is too hot. The van had no fan. Dan took his tan van to a man. This one's tricky. A man, I'm going to skip it. Man stand. A man named Stan. Good. The man looked at Dan's van. He said he can fix Dan's van. Stan put a new fan in Dan's van. Dan's van is not hot. Now Dan's van is cold. Dan likes to drive. Remember, that's a bossy E. Drive his tan van now. Now it's time to go down and look at our questions. So it said to read the passage and then answer the questions. Well, I see some crayons right there. So I'm going to color my crayons. The first color I'm going to color is red. I'm going to grab my red crayon and I'm going to color that crayon red. I'm going to try and stay in the lines, but sometimes some things happen. Make sure there's no white space. We want wow coloring, boys and girls. And if you happen to have gotten a violet red and it looks pink, that's okay. So the next color we're going to color is orange. I know that because it begins with an O, orange. Remember, we're going to do wow coloring. They look kind of the same, don't they? And then we're going to do green because it begins with a G, green. And since we read it one time, we get to come up here and color a star. I am going to color my star blue because I love blue. Blue's my favorite, I think. Blue and purple. I don't know. I like all the colors, but we're going to color this star blue because I read it one time. Now I'm going to come back down here to the red crayon and I'm going to try and read it. If I can't read it, I'll have a grown-up help me. What is the question? The question is, what does Dan have? And the next question is, what is wrong with Dan's van? Let's think about that. And then the last question is, who did Dan take his van to? Those are all very good questions. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to pick up your red crayon and we're going to read it again. Instead of using my magic wand, I'm going to use my red crayon to point, and I'm going to circle the answer to this question. So what does Dan have? Let's start. Dan has a tan van. Is that the answer to that question? It sure is. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to circle that because that's the answer to the red question. Now I'm going to get out my orange crayon and try and find what is wrong with Dan's van. And I'm going to circle that answer in orange. So the next sentence is Dan's van is too hot. Is that what's wrong with his van? Yes, it's right there. Dan's van is too hot. And we're just going to circle that in orange because that's the answer to our orange question. Now, let's see if we can get the green question on here at the same time. You know what? I'm going to let you figure out the green question all on your own. What you would do is you would finish reading this and then circle the green question with a green crayon. But I'm going to skip that part and let you do that on your own. And you can pause the video if you want to do that right now. Then I'm going to go back to the directions. It says read the passage and answer the questions. Well, I've read it once. Oh, I need to color it because we read it twice, right? Okay. So we're going to read it twice. And then we're going to answer the questions. What does Dan have? So what I want you to write is a whole sentence that says what Dan has. And he has a tan van, right? So we can write Dan has a tan van. And remember, at the end of the sentence, we always put a period. And at the beginning of the sentence, there's always a capital letter. Try and make your tall letters tall and your short letters are in between the dotted line and the shelf, okay? So we're going to use our best handwriting. Look, Mrs. Pointer has meatball spaces in between her words and spaghetti spaces in between her letters. So don't forget your spaghetti and meatball spaces. So question number 1 is done. What is wrong with Dan's van? Well, we circled that in orange, so we got to come back up here and find it. Dan's van is too hot. Well, what do you think you write right here? That's right. You write that Dan's van is too hot. Good job. Go ahead and finish doing that, and then I'll give you a moment. You can pause the video. All right, boys and girls, once you have all of your answers written and you think that you know everything is right, that's when you go back and you read it the third time. So you go back and you read the passage the third and final time to make sure that your answers are correct. And then if they're correct and you have periods at the end of your sentences and capital letters at the beginning of your sentences, then you can go ahead and color that last star in. Boys and girls, I am so proud of you. I know you have been working so hard on this. Keep up the good work.